open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter we had in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Okay, well, we got a phone call.
Bring, bring, bring,
You
bring.
dial your mother, eh?
Yeah, calling mom.
Okay, well, now I apologize to everybody in the group. I don't do voices very much or very well, so I'm not going to even attempt to do your mom's voice. But she answers. It's like, hello?
Hi, mom.
Who's?
Your
Ah.
son, you know, the thing you shoved out.
I've been so worried about you guys. So
Yeah.
much crazy stuff going on in the world. You guys okay? It starts going down the 100-mile-an-hour minute speak of definitely worried about you guys.
Yeah,
So many strange things going on. Are you guys safe? Anything weird that you guys see?
Mom, we're fine. We're fine. We're in the middle of the woods. There's been nothing over here, okay? We've just, you know, a little bad service and everything. I only just got it boosted enough to be able to call. How's things in the city?
Oh, very strange, very weird. Had the shelter in place. What city are you guys from? Did you guys ever pick a city?
Somewhere in West Virginia. I don't know, okay?
West Virginia.
I'm just trying to figure out how big of a city it was.
What's the one with the Mothman statue in it?
I'm guessing large.
Point Pleasant?
Point Pleasant?
Yeah, Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Is that
Okay.
large enough for a successful law firm?
I don't know. Let's
Fine,
find
successful.
Point
That's actually
Pleasant,
true.
West Virginia. Let's
Yeah,
see. How big is this place?
Capital city of West Virginia is Charleston,
Ooh.
apparently.
Yeah, Point Pleasant's pretty tiny. It's got a population of about 4,000. I wouldn't say
Let's
that.
do Charleston.
Okay. So definitely a bigger city. So she'll go into details about how very, very chaotic. There are reports of looting going on. Military showed up and imposed martial law and curfews and stuff. Mom and dad just sheltered in place in the house. Kind of glad it's all over. Trying to figure out how to get back to normal. Still haven't decided to leave the house yet. They're waiting for things to calm down a little bit more before they try and go back to the office and see, one, is the office still there, even, you know, if it got any damage to it, things like that.
We're probably gonna stay here for the. You know what? Actually, let me just. No, I probably can't go inside. I might lose the signal. I'm walking out here for a while trying to get it. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mom. Just stay inside. Take care. We'll be doing the same here in the middle of nowhere. You've been seeing those reports on those things at all? I mean, we haven't seen anything.
She'll say that she's heard of those reports, hasn't seen anything, hasn't gone crazy, you know, thinks it's just people's imagination during a time of crisis.
Yeah, I think that's just good CGI.
Yes. Well,
Cheaper and easier to get, you know?
She does. She's a lawyer. She doesn't believe anything on YouTube.
All right, well, just call to check in. I'll tell Millie you said hi and Uncle Ox too.
Oh no. She needs to talk to Mills.
Oh crap. Okay. Mel, Mom wants to talk to you.
Yeah, that makes sense. As she's approaching, Millicent's going to put her hand around her mouth and whisper, "Are we telling her?"
I'm still inside my Morphous form. I hand you with my lower left arm, which is smaller than the other arm, and I just go.
Okay. I give a curt, professional head nod, and take the phone and give his weird baby hand a funny squinty look of, okay.
Pick a strong hand.
And then she'll phone to her face. "Hi, Mom."
And you get the whole barrage of mom questions.
Mhm.
Are you okay? Is
Mhm.
everything going okay?
Yep.
100 miles an hour.
Mhm.
Please
Yep,
take care
everything's
of
fine.
yourself. Don't get into trouble. Don't listen to your brother.
I slip inside. As I'm hearing the tirade come, I just go, "Good luck."
Yeah, so I'll bear with it.
She will not go into anything important. If you want to ask her anything, go for it.
Yeah, so how long is this table talk? How long is this annual vacation that we do? I assume a week?
A week.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is day 4 of the week?
Day 4.
Yeah. Okay. Teffy.
Full
Millie.
campaign.
I know, right? Millie will kind of hem and haw a little bit and then say, Mom, this is all kind of weird stuff going on right now. Depending on how things shake out, I might need to drag out the vacation a little bit. So I won't be returning to the firm for a little bit. Past when I was supposed to come back, I'll let you know how things shake out, though.
Yeah. She agrees. Better to be safe. Don't know what's going on yet. No one's offered an explanation of what happened. Kind of starting to kick into that lawyer mode of what are the facts? Why did it happen? Who caused it, or how did it cause, or was it just a global hallucination? Or
Yeah, I have no idea, but I imagine business will be pretty down for a little bit and then kind of pick back up pretty quickly. So I'll let you know how things shake out, but I will probably end up being here for a bit longer. For context for the viewer, Millicent, attorney at law, works at Mothman and Mothman PLLC, where her mother is the founding partner. So that's why Millie's bringing work into a parental conversation. Yes.
also, just for everyone's reference, because I didn't think about looking it up until now, March 8th, 2020 is a Sunday.
Oh.
Good to know. Oh, we're on the 8th, so then this is the 5th day of the vacation. Yeah, Millie's definitely dragging it out longer. Okay, so
we could say this is March 7th, so this is Saturday. We're still doing that 24-hour respite period.
Okay, tight. Well, in that case, Millie is going to wrap up conversation with her mother. She will do the polite, "How's Dad? How are you?" blah 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 thing that she just did with Lawrence. And then we'll say, "All right, Mum. So it is, March, and we are pretty far north. It is cold, and we only have reception outside. So I'm gonna hugs and kisses, XOXO. I'm gonna go inside now. Stay safe, okay?"
Roll me a percentage dice.
Percentage dice.
First roll of the time.
First roll of the game.
It would help if I actually maybe organized this dice bag, because I am having a hard time finding stuff. There we go. 24.
Ah, okay. Nothing.
Cool.
Everything goes as planned.
Nice. Then Millie goes inside and she makes a hot chocolate.
Whose phone was that?
Lawrence's.
Lawrence's.
How's Lawrence's phone? Hey, you done with my phone? I need to call work.
Yeah, here you go. And
Thanks.
Millie tosses it.
And it goes through nearly the same process with work, but just telling them extended time frame, that everything that was planned is all askew, and I just don't know when I'll be back. That kind of
First off,
stuff.
where do you work?
I don't know. Well, it's
So
called
some software development firm.
probably a software development firm for. I've got a good amount of background in mechanics and weapon construction as well. So I probably worked for a private weapon manufacturing company that required software to get made for intelligent things, like smart computing things for riflemen.
Lockspeed Marvin.
So we're gonna say military contractor.
Probably military contract. I think that's what makes the most sense considering the skills that Lawrence has.
Makes
And
sense.
you work
Makes sense.
at Lockspeed Marvin.
Lockspeed
Adding
Marvelin.
that to my notes.
So what you get is you dial the number, it rings, it connects and disconnects.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go back inside, I'm gonna plug it into my computer, and I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with that. What just made that happen? I would like to go into the programming and see what just happened. I don't know anything about actual hacking or connecting or doing any of this stuff, but my character does.
But you have a skill for it,
I
so
do.
And I will
Give
bring
me-
everyone a hot cocoa.
give me a skill row. And hot cocoa and BLTs are being
Yeah.
served.
BLT's being served. While Lawrence is doing that,
Is this a hacking roll?
Ox will
Yes.
to Millie and say, "How to go? They all right?"
Yeah, everything's pretty much fine. Like, as fine as it can be, all things considered. She and Dad just kind of stayed in the house, didn't really go anywhere or see anyone. Watched the news, but skeptical as always, you know her.
Is there a plan?
I arranged to stick around here for a little bit longer just in case we need to figure out what's going on. I really haven't planned anything beyond not going to work as soon as I thought.
Okay. So we can take this slow then.
Lawrence,
My hacking
what did you
skill
get?
is a 20, and I
Uh-huh.
rolled a 21.
Oh.
I failed by 1%.
You don't know why it happened.
Come on. I'm gonna try calling him again.
Same thing. Rings, connects, disconnects immediately.
I'm gonna try to call Mom again.
Okay. Rings, connects. Oh my God, what's wrong? Blah blah blah. Is there a crisis? What's wrong? You know. What's? You're just calling back again. Do you need help with?
No. We're good. We're good, Mom. I just butt dialed you. Sorry.
Okay. 10 minutes later. after you talk your way out of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that doesn't feel good. Sorry, you guys were talking about a plan. What? Do you have a plan? We doing something? We're just hanging out? I can't get hold of work right now. It just keeps disconnecting.
There does not seem to be a plan as far as I'm aware. Millie's taking some extended time off work, which her mother seemed to be fine with. I
She's
work
Osmond's
and
favorite.
live in the woods. No rush. So
You can even
Have
be the
you
woods now.
heard any? Have you? Ooh, yeah. And some trees, some forests are. I'm sure you can explain this better, but some forests are like one tree because they're all like
Mhm.
connected at the roots or something. That is an interesting concept. You could
Whoa.
be a forest.
That's intense.
I think that would
It
take some
is.
growing to do, but maybe.
Drink your milk. That wouldn't work for a tree, but you know what the point is. Anyway, have you heard anything from your work? Because, go
No.
on fancy pants.
I just tried to call him twice.
No,
Oh,
you.
him.
Uncle
That's
Ox.
fine. Don't ask me, not mine, or whatever.
Not specifically, no. I said, basically business as usual at this point. I understood that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are on vacation. No one technically should be contacting you for any
Okay.
reason.
What?
But any group-wide department emails said business as usual. I'm gonna check my email. Is that what it says?
Let's see. You log in, you go through authentications, get to your email. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. Definitely see things about please report anything suspicious comes up multiple times, but beyond that, why wouldn't you expect that? Something strange just happened.
Very good. Yeah. So nothing. They just said to report anything unusual, which I will not report several unusual things, but go from there, I suppose.
Lawrence,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
GM to character, player. If you wish to take some time, this is kind of going to be something a little bit newer to you.
Ooh.
If you wish to take some time, which will be a d6 hours, I will let you combine relevant skills to get a better chance on figuring out what's going on with your phone.
Oh. there's quite a
So,
few.
if you would like to combine your hacking with, let's say, surveillance systems, which could be considered, simple recording devices, things like that. I'll throw the phone into that. That would be d6 hours. If you wish to combine it with computer programming, I'll let you do that. That would be d6 hours. If you wish to combine both, that would be 2d6 hours. And I'll let you add those percentages up.
Okay, Dirkie. All right.
Understand the mechanics there?
Yeah. So if I did it with a surveillance system, I'd have a 65% chance instead?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Now, please remember,
yeah.
In the Palladium system, everything is contested.
Yeah.
So whatever might be there that might be trying to hide is rolling against you.
I don't think his mind would have gone to surveillance systems yet, but definitely would be inside that computer programming area. So can I do a D6 to combine computer programming with hacking?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you. I'm going to roll that D6 first. This is a new mechanic. I like it. That's a 3 on the d6.
3 hours. This
Well,
will
you
be
all-
3 hours of your time.
You all see Lawrence as he's eating his food. He's like duct taped a knife and fork to his arms, his barrel arms, and he's eating using those, while with the other 2 arms he's typing away with his computer, and he's got these earbuds now, and you can just hear classical music blaring in his earbuds right now.
Oh man, 4 arms. He can do stuff and eat at the same time. Dang it! I
I'm
thought
a little
Moths had more
jealous.
legs than this.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh.
86.
Oops. Nope. No good.
Yeah. That's probably what he says after 3 hours going, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Nothing's coming to your attention like anything's out of the norm.
Maybe it's...
So, what would you guys like to do next? Or are we gonna be done with this little? Let's push it into the 8th. That was gonna be the rest of the 7th. So
Nice.
this is officially your 8th, March 8th, morning of. What do you guys want to do today? How do you want to start the day?
Morning hike.
Morning hike?
Yeah.
Everybody? Just Ox?
Whoever wants to come on Uncle Ox's morning hikes.
Morning hike, but Teffy will turn into a bug first, just to
Teffy.
see what it's like. I will turn into a bug first.
Effie?
Yeah, she's not here.
Oh. As I see the sister Millie turn into a giant buggy, like, hey, just, we're out in the woods, but be careful. Remember, if there are any hikers around here, you gotta stay hidden. I'm gonna join Uncle Ox on the morning hike, but in my facade form.
Just a remembrance. Ox would remind you guys, if you said that out loud, the park is technically closed. There shouldn't be hikers out here.
Oh, they're still closed. Okay,
It's
misunderstood.
still closed. They have
Shouldn't
not.
Still
be.
closed.
They've not reopened the parks. Any parks, not just
Okay.
this park. All federal parks are closed.
Excellent. Okay.
No reason given.
How far is this point here? How do I make it by walking? By walking. Yeah. I'm not sure how far it is. Ah, there it is. Walk here. Well, it just says Michigan. It's messed up. Well, I'm gonna walk down to this creek river thing, just south of our position. Hike
Creek
down
River.
to-
Okay. Straight south, that is
So
0.47
that's
miles.
to the east.
Ah, is that all? Great.
If you want to go, yeah, there is
Yeah.
one to the east as well, but
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Straight.
We're gonna go south.
and it depends on where exactly, but it's about 0.4 miles to 0.5 miles, half a
Right.
mile.
So we'll walk down to there and then do a half-mile hike east, following that creek, and then walk back, hike back.
Okay.
Just get the
Oh.
blood flowing in the morning,
Yeah. That's
unless
good.
you have an interruption, when we get back, I'll make the kids breakfast. Some black coffee. That's all we serve at the cabin is black coffee, and we're gonna make some fried eggs and bacon.
Okay. Well, let's let me there it is. My encounters table
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
for the wild. Well, let's see if anything. No, it's regular morning walk. You gotta be kidding me.
Nothing's wrong with this walk. Nothing at all. Nothing creepy this way comes.
Okay. Re-rolling. Be nice to day one. I don't need to kill you guys off day one.
Did we get a not one?
Now you got the other side.
Oh, oh, oh.
Like the 100, which is Night Lord.
Yeah. Don't kill us today, please. Thank you.
That would be such a killer. Oh, you see some wild animals. Everything seems to be pretty normal. Nothing aggressive.
Hey, Uncle Ox, you got a hunting license?
Yeah, fishing as well.
Those. Could we hunt one of those?
I mean, I could. You do not have a license, as far as I'm aware.
Could I hunt it for you? I don't know how these things work.
Very well. Give it a try, Lawrence.
Pretty sure hunting licenses are non-transferable. Oh wait, I'm a bug. I can't say that. I'm just clicking.
But obviously, Millie gives a face that she often gives, and Uncle Ox will say, it isn't transferable, but I wouldn't mind claiming I shot the animal.
Millie will look at him in the face and then look at his hands that are clearly devoid of any guns.
I
And
turn
do
into
whatever
Mudmorphous.
and she'll do like an irritated flick of one of her antennas because she does not have eyebrows to raise.
Oh, what is the animal? I'm gonna assume they're deer, and I'm going to whisper to Lawrence because the deer's very skittish.
Yeah, let's see here. I do have a subtable for that.
Ooh.
Okay, excellent.
What's and of course for there it is. Some reason my dice disappeared. It is a wolf, actually.
Oh, I'm pretty sure those are illegal.
Yeah, that might. Let me just see.
Might depend on region, but I think in Colorado it's definitely illegal.
Wolves can only be killed if they are a direct and immediate threat.
Oh, I don't think I want to do it to the wolf, actually. Maybe if we see a deer, if we see something that you can hunt, let me know. I don't have any
We're gonna have
ammo.
to make sure that look for ones with antlers, though. Best not to kill the does.
Is doe different from a deer? I'm just kidding, I know that.
I would hope so after coming here all these years, Lawrence.
Hey, you got any 756 ammunition back in the hut?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well,
Pretty sure that's the caliber these things take.
I will make a funny little inquisitive hum sound, like a chirp. Yeah. When he's asking for ammunition, I'll make a noise like
From arms.
I don't have eyelids. I can't squint.
Don't know anything about guns.
Actually, do bugs have eyelids? Time to Google a regular question.
I don't think they
regular
do.
people ask.
I don't know. I think
The answer is no. I cannot make a judgmental facial expression at you.
All right. Well, I'm going to hike back to the cabin then, and I'm going to make breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
Get back. I'm going to take a second stab at this phone thing still. Lawrence is fixated. It's bothering him. First, he's going to try to call work again, actually.
Same. Rings, connects, disconnects.
What is going on? You all just hear Lawrence do that as he shoves the earbuds in and then sits down and starts plugging everything back in and going at it again. He's determined. Ah. So if I can I try to do a hacking, surveillance, and what was the other one?
Computer operations,
Computer operations.
isn't that or what you did the first time?
Computer programming.
Computer programming, yeah. Okay.
That's 2d6, right? For the
Mm-hmm.
2. Okay. That's a 4 on the first d6 and a 4 on the second d6. So 8 hours. And I'm looking for... what is my surveillance again? My surveillance is actually the best one out of there. 35 plus 45, maths, 80. Oh! I'm looking to roll.
You still need to roll up.
Oh, right, yeah. I rolled a 72.
Oh my god.
Out of 100.
Out of
With all my
No, what is-
percentiles, it's 100% roll out.
adding up everything, it's 100% even.
Yeah, 100% even. Because I got 45
So
plus 35, which is 80, plus my computer hacking, which is then 100.
How much did you beat it by based off of your hacking?
Ooh. Based off just my hacking, I didn't. I rolled a 72.
Okay. 72. So overall, you beat it by 28%.
Mm.
Okay. Nothing.
Great. I could have. He puts on the Vivaldi's Winter in D minor and sulks in a corner. If it were a manga or an anime, you'd see those blue squiggly lines going down by his head.
After a leisurely breakfast, Ox is gonna rummage around his desk and pull out a box, and shake it in front of Lawrence's face and says, "I have 308. Is that of any help to you?"
He lifts one of his arms, pulls out the earplug. This would be during his time of figuring all this out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Hang on. Puts the
That's
earbud
not
down.
it.
Grabs the bullet. No, it's smaller than my barrel. Yes, wrong one. Thanks though, Unky Ox.
No problem. Good luck with the finger tapping.
Thanks.
He's gonna go put it back in his desk.
Puts his earbud back in. It is the best upbeat classical music you could ever listen to.
While that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
Ox is going to sit at his table and gonna look over to Millie and says, all the years you two have been coming here, I've always worried a little bit about Lawrence. He seems a little trapped.
I thought you were going to go with a intense, and I would have agreed with that. What do you mean
Well,
by
intense
trapped?
is just a tool.
What do you mean trapped?
I don't know. He gets stuck in his little screen searchings and things. And I don't know. There's a whole wide world.
I mean, I see where you're coming from on that. But at the same time, it all depends on how you contextualize it, right? Because, like, someone could say very easily about you that you've gotten yourself trapped out here in the middle of nowhere, not engaging with civilization and other people. So, swings and roundabouts, different strokes, right?
Your mother would say that. She has said that.
And now I would say it as well.
Well, I suppose so.
If the little screen box is what makes him happy, I see no issue in letting him go for it. As long as he hasn't, like, done anything super drastic so far. With that, she'll raise an eyebrow. I mean, I'm not super concerned as long as he hasn't hurt anyone at this point.
What if he forgets to eat lunch?
And then he'll eat later when he emerges. Besides, with your BLTs
Later's the next
in front.
day.
No, wait, no, we're not having BLTs today. That was yesterday. What are we having for breakfast?
Today was coffee, black, fried
Mhm.
eggs, and bacon.
Okay. Well, you do make the best bacon around. So, it'll waft up to him.
Well,
And
I
he needs
know
that fast
here.
juice.
I'm here
Mhm,
to take care of Lawrence, of course, but
mhm.
1 week out of the year, he'll go back. What if he accidentally starves?
Well, he hasn't so far, and he's what, in his mid-20s at this point? I appreciate your concern, and I'm sure he would as well. But I don't really think it's warranted at this stage.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right.
Would Lawrence and Millicent be roommates? Or would they, have apartments with other people as roommates?
I feel like they accidentally have apartments in the same building on the same
There we
level
go.
across from each
Yeah.
other. But yeah, as an established lawyer, you definitely make enough to not need roommates.
Okay. I will say then that I had my apartment first, and it's a medium apartment. Like it's a decent apartment. I got my apartment. You moved into and ended up somehow across the hall from me, and then I just never moved out as my salary kept increasing. So,
Oh, nice.
baby has shmoney in reserves. Okay, I mean, so we do live across from each other and everything. We are literally right there. So I stop by, I see him, I make sure he's got groceries and stuff pretty regularly. But he is a capable, competent adult in his own right.
Fair enough.
He's got the support systems.
I got it.
Okay, okay. You better not have lost any more weight the next time he comes, though.
When he makes that comment about did he turn the oven off, Millie just looks over and says, I did.
He didn't hear. He's got the earbuds and stuff.
But yeah, no, I mean, Dad has expressed a similar concern. Kind of, just emotional and kind of involved, as he is wont to be. But it's all good. He's got himself taken care of.
Very good. What would you like to do today, Millie?
Well, I mean, the past couple of days have been pretty bananas. I was thinking maybe, do you still have any of those jigsaw puzzles?
I'm sure I do. One moment. Ox will get up from his table. He has a sort of attic in his cabin, mostly just you can shove stuff up and then get it out. You can't really go up there. And he fumbles about and finds a jigsaw puzzle, brings it down, and pours it out on the table. And starts puzzling.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Millie will do a little stretch because she's feeling kind of stiff, and mid-stretch she will turn into her Morphous form and look down and say, And then she will stretch out her longer arms and reach across the table and start with the edge pieces, because that is the correct way to do it. I knew someone who used to sort by color and then start just in the middle of different colors. It was really upsetting. And while this is going on, Millie is going to make funny little sounds more and more often. And then she'll go back to Facade to converse a bit. She's trying to figure out how to talk with a bug face. And I choose to believe that she figures it out somehow.
Sure. That's not a problem.
Cool. Alright,
Always
then.
were a quick learner. In celebration, and I'm not sure what to call the last several days, but in light of the last several days, Ox is going to go under his sink and grab a bottle of whiskey and get a couple of glasses. Well, they're mugs, really, because he really only has mugs. And put them out and pour a bit for the both of us. If you drink it, it is the smokiest whiskey that you have ever partaken in.
I will drink it, pause, make a face that is both inquisitive and appreciative, and then I will drink it again. And then I'm going to... You'll notice that when I do figure out how to speak, it sounds a little bit funny. It sounds like my mouth is kind of full and kind of flapping around. And then Tuffy will stick out her tongue, and it's a proboscis, and she'll start drinking the whiskey that way. And then she'll put it away, and she'll be, oh, that was a strange experience. Good whiskey, though.
Anyway, I'm making a noise. I don't know if that's exactly what you would have set up, Ox, but your computer's alerting you that you've got official work email.
No, that screen box is making a noise.
Oh, Ox got one. Sorry, I thought you were talking to Lawrence.
Yeah.
Well, that is inconvenient. Very excellent time happening. Feel free to continue without me.
Tuffy
Ox
sticks out
gets
her
up.
tongue and sips, or does the equivalent of a sip.
Gets up and goes to his desk and reads the email or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's an email. Hold on, I was on the wrong. Hey, email from the regional forester, Tony Dixon. So the one who's in charge of this entire region, which is, by the way, the Eastern region, or region number 9. Email from the big guy saying, until further notice, we've decided that the national forest will remain closed. There's just too much concern about all that has happened, that some people might be trying to take advantage of the forest as a way to hide from maybe things they did during the outage. Very vague wording. All foresters are asked to increase their patrols and report anybody in the forest that's not a forester.
Interesting.
Either the authorities.
Okay. Nothing about any other changes in work?
Nope.
All right. Ox is going to write a little note, and then on a sticky note, he's going to put it on Lawrence's screen. He's stepping away. And then whenever Lawrence sees it, he will say, talk to me before you go outside. And then he's gonna go back to the table and continue puzzling. And
Before you get to there,
okay, very good.
you're figuring out this note and everything else. Soon afterwards, you also get an email from your boss, Nicole.
Mhm.
The email goes, "Hey, I'm sure you saw the email from the regional forester. Is there any possibility you could cut your PTO short? We need to increase the patrols in your area. If not, that's fine. We can send some other people to patrol your area."
Well, I'm gonna do the note thing for Lawrence first. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna go back to my computer and reply. I'm happy to patrol my own area. I'll just turn my leisurely walks into potential working walks instead. No need to send anyone else. Thanks, Nicole. And then I'll send that. And then he'll go back to puzzling and tell Millie Forester's still closed. Probably should either stay with me or very close to the cabin until further notice.
That makes sense. So what does your actual, I've never really known this, what does your actual day-to-day work life look like? Like, what do you do? Do you just walk around?
There is a lot of walking around. I'll, inspect the wildlife, specifically the plant life. Looking for typically I'm looking for plants that are bad for the environment, usually invasive species. And then I work to curb their influence on the environment.
Okay.
Is standard day. There are non-standard days, for sure, but that's a standard one.
So, since you focus on the plant life, do you have like a buddy who travels in the same area who focuses on the fauna? I just want to know how many people will be in the area, basically.
So there are other foresters who have different focuses, some of which would be the fauna. But typically they work in a more spread out area. There aren't that many of us for funding purposes, reasons. So I will focus on the plants in my area, but I have, regular duties that overlap with someone who does fauna, and they just do that in an area, and perhaps will overlap over time in our
Okay.
various areas that we go across.
So it's extremely well suited for your personality then.
I suppose.
Right. Nice.
You would also know, Peter, that there are game wardens who patrol the area,
Game wardens, nice.
which are part of a different federal organization altogether.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
And that's not part of the forest department?
Nope.
Strange.
I'm not gonna bother bringing that up though.
Yep. Fine.
Okay. Well, Millie's going to resume her puzzling and her strange slurping of the whiskey. Yeah, and she will check her phone sporadically, see if there are any interesting headlines or whatever.
as far as headlines go, the world is still asking a lot of questions in general, and no one has the answers. The governments are saying we're looking into this, we're trying to figure it out, we're consulting the experts, the usual BS stuff. Because who's the experts at this? But
Right. The answer is there is no answer.
the answer is there is no answer. You're getting government.
Wow.
What is your IQ, Millicent?
3. That's a great
3?
question. No,
Oh.
I'm just messing with you. Okay, it's 14.
Give me a D20 roll.
Woohoo!
Tell me how much you beat your IQ by. Under.
Beat my IQ by under? Huh?
Mm-hmm. What's your roll? Do you roll under your IQ?
I got a 3, which is 11 lower than my IQ.
That's very good.
Oh, well, thank you for the number 3 on the die.
That's very good. In this instance, you want to roll low. So you're going to get an overall feeling when you start going through all the official government releases. They're doing the standardized BS. We're looking into it. We are trying to find the answers. But you're getting the overall feeling that it is, they're not really looking.
Okay. So basically, what I'm hearing is don't panic, right? Like from that sci-fi book series. It was a trilogy, except there were like 6 or 7 of the books. So fat lot of nothing in terms of official updates. But it doesn't feel like they're actually trying to get to the bottom of anything, which is weird. Anyway, then she will resume her puzzle piece.
At the end of the day, or at the end of the 8 hours, Lawrence will finally see the sticky note at the corner of his screen. Yeah. Nice. Take it off, put it down next to the mouse pad area. And then log into his work email after finally just going, you know what? Whatever, that's an issue. I'll continue it later. At least I can email them.
Yep.
See if he can email his boss as opposed to directly calling, because he can't figure out what's going on with that.
Okay, you log into your work email. No problems there. You do see that it's got quite a bit of spam in there. I mean, lots of people emailing around about losing access to different projects. Seems to be technical difficulties. The company is saying that their phone service has been disrupted. They don't know why yet, but until further notice, phone service is dead. They are saying that for now, everyone work on whatever you can of your projects. If you have lost access to your project, please reach out to your supervisor to be reassigned to something else while they figure out all of these technical difficulties.
Weird. Alright. I'll compose an email after catching up and all that. Being a little confused on losing projects, that doesn't usually, projects are important. You don't want to lose your access to those. So he's gonna pop an email off to his boss and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna be staying in the cabin for a little longer until it's safe and I can actually travel home, because we didn't drive, we flew. Presumably that's still messed up. Try to look into the phone thing, because I tried calling and didn't bother signing into email first. Couldn't figure anything out on my end. Haven't signed in yet. not going to bother until holiday time's officially over. That kind of stuff.
Do you try and access your project?
No.
Okay.
No, as much as he enjoys his work, he's on holiday. He will still hack and do computer stuff for fun, because he really enjoys it. But when he's on holiday, there is a very clear separation of work and relaxation time. So he won't try until after it's officially over.
Okay. How long do you stay logged into your email?
Just long enough to catch up on the emails and then send an email, and he'll sign out.
Okay. Cool enough.
Which probably would have been about like 30 or so minutes, maybe. Looking at how many emails there were. Oh, hey. Lunch.
Lunch?
It's probably actually dinner time. Looks at the clock. Oh, it is. Whoops.
And with that, I will give a pointed look over at Uncle Ox. And then quietly, see, I told you he'd eat.
It is a medley of fried mushrooms and sausage over rice.
Ooh, that
Sounds very
sounds
good.
good. Just holding one of the sausage links. Uncle Ox, you want me to talk to you?
Oh yeah, I got a work email saying the National Forest is still closed. So just make sure you don't go wandering about by yourself.
Right, okay. I'm gonna sit over by the puzzle and
While
start.
you are enjoying that, I also technically have to do a bit of a work hike. You're welcome to come, but I'll be a little more focused on my surroundings than our leisurely hikes have been. So, however you'd like. Ox will get up and get ready to go get put on his radio and gloves and such.
Well, he's getting himself ready, and I'm sitting down at the puzzle table now, putting in some pieces as well. I'm just gonna ask to both of you, for both of you to hear. Do you guys think it's a little weird that everything's still super shut down? I mean, I get there was a lot of chaos. I get there was issues, but even my work's having problems still. And I mean, we deal with government contracts. Those things are usually, if they go down, it's 30 minutes and they're back up. And there's a lot of emails of people still not having access to projects. I'm supposed to even ask to get to a different project if I can't access my project.
I mean, the whole situation's kind of weird, to be blunt. So, I mean, there's not really a standard of when things would come up. I'd imagine, now I don't know how this stuff works, you'd be better suited to answer this than I would, but I'd imagine that, the sun going out would prevent some of those satellites with solar panels from getting the juice, and then being able to shoot things around from one computer to another computer. So I'd imagine they're still trying to figure out some technical whoosy-whatsits.
Whoosy-whatsits? So, okay, that would be assuming that the sun went out for the satellites as well, and the satellites aren't on this planet, so we don't know enough information for that, but we could lawyer this out. You want to lawyer this out? Go through the possibilities?
Sure.
Okay.
Ox is going to walk out, seeing that they're in a deep conversation that this
Okay.
often happens, and he's just going to do his patrol around his area.
Oh.
He's probably heard them use the terminology lawyer this out a few times in the past. Alright, so freaky things happen, bunch of monsters come around and start coming into existence. What do you think the reaction's gonna be? Go.
Reaction's gonna be panic.
Great. That's from general population. How about from the government?
I mean, with the exception of that weird quiet thing in the middle of it, I mean, it all kind of makes sense. Starting off business as usual and just kind of the announcements of everything, but then also bringing out later on total control of the situation. Frankly, I'm surprised they relinquished it when the sun came back. That doesn't seem like something they would do given their track record. Like, income tax was supposed to be a temporary measure back in the 20s.
Yeah, you've gone on that a few times. Well, okay, so clearly, Monster's still here. They're not saying much about that. What do you think of that? Is that a good sign or a bad sign? What are they doing behind doors that they're not telling us?
It does make me a little uneasy, but I'm not sure that the public's perception of monsters will change what they've been doing. Like, they'll probably just paint people off as, crackpot theorists. Like the aliens guy from the TV show.
Yeah.
Hair. Like,
I mean,
he's crazy.
Definitely. Crackpot theorists, definitely that's the public perception, but I'm talking about behind closed doors. Should they catch or meet one of these things? What are their intentions going to be? What do you think?
By one of these things, do you mean a Nightbane?
I pointedly look at my camera, at my phone, then look at you, and then very, very quietly just whispered,
and I look at him.
Don't use the word.
Maybe we should have joined Uncle Ox on the hike and just leave all the tech at home.
That's a
and
good
just
idea.
Disconnect for a moment. Yeah, so Millie will remove all traces of technology, like smartwatch off, phone in cabin, etc. And then she'll head out. I'm assuming it's only been a couple of minutes since Uncle Ox left, so we will just speed walk to catch up with him.
The length of the time that we had that conversation.
Yeah.
And while I'm pulling my shoes on and tying them, no shifty, right? Just this.
Right.
Yeah.
So just business as usual, regular walk with our beloved uncle.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
And then
on holiday.
As she's leaving the door, she will grab the bug spray, because it's an evening walk, right? It's an evening walk in the forest.
It's gonna be buggies.
She's gonna grab some DEET or whatever.
DEET.
And she'll pick it up and she'll put a spritz on, and then she'll drop it and just walk out. Just flail it, drop it onto the floor. Walk away.
That as soon as the door's closed, some people say that the moths flying into those little blue lights are suicidal moths, but you almost just sprayed yourself with bug spray.
Shut up. We don't need to talk about it. I know what happened, you know what happened, we don't need to discuss it.
Oh, I'm gonna bring it up as many times as I possibly can.
Typical. Ugh. Anyway, Uncle Ox! And then she'll jog slightly to catch up.
The year may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. May peace follow you out. May you return for more giggles and shouts.